podcast. I'm on the move, I'm in a hurry today, late as usual. So last night I obviously had a bit of a mishap and it was a bit disheartening for me. I had my vegetarian meatballs, which I would have thought were vegan, and they weren't, and I was just having an absolute nightmare of an evening with my son, and I just completely gave in. I thought, I'm bloody eating my meatball, my vegetarian meatballs, there shouldn't be anything wrong with this, and I ate them. And then because I was so annoyed with myself and let down by myself, I had corn on the cob, and it was the first time I had corn on the cob whilst being vegan, and I thought, you know what, I'm having butter on it. No, what's the point? I failed anyway, I'm having butter on my corn on the cob. So that was kind of how I kind of ended the night. So not a very good vegan at all, and it kind of made me feel like, should I just stop here? Vlogging things quite hard keeping up with, to be honest, and then I thought, do you know what, no, I've said I'm going to do it for 30 days. Some of you might say, well, maybe I should start again and do it for the next 30 days, but actually this is just my journey and how I'm getting through it. So I'm not going to give up, but I think I've probably got to accept that there are going to be mishaps on the way. I'm very indecisive as to how this is going to end and whether I'm going to end up vegan or not at the moment. Over the weekend I hadn't educated myself as much as I'd want to by watching the films and the videos and things that I wanted to watch, so maybe that will help and empower me to get through it a little bit more. So yeah, we shall see. Let's see how today is going to go. I'm already feeling like, I've got to be honest, I'm predicting it already, and I'm not being very strong at all. You just need huge willpower in the society and the world that we live in. But I'm just on my way around to friends, and I know that she's doing tea and cake, and she makes the best cakes ever, and I already feel like I want some. I want some of the cake, and I just don't want to deny myself that. I don't want to get round there and everyone else eating cake and me to be like the special one that can't eat cake, and I'm on some strict diet and everyone looks at me like I'm going anorexic, you know. So I just, yeah, we'll see. Let's see how that goes. If there's a vegan option, then maybe, but I'm going to doubt very much that there is. So yeah, this is hard, really hard. Not denying how hard it is. So I got invited round some friends for lunch, and it's rare that I get invited round for lunch. I've been invited round my mum's for dinner, and I've taken up both offers. So I completely failed at lunchtime because my friend was really, really kind and made special vegetarian quiche, of which is obviously egg. So I've had vegetarian quiche today, which, I mean, what do you do? Go into other people's places for lunch and take your own food? I mean, you can't do that, and you can't expect people to go like that extra mile. I've then my mum's invited me around for dinner. She goes, I know what I'll make you. I'll make you some of those lovely vegetarian meatballs you like. Brilliant, great. I mean, what can I say? How nice is that for her to offer me around for dinner? I was like, okay, thanks, mum. And as you know, that's if you saw yesterday's vlog, that's what I failed on yesterday. Vegetarian meatballs are so good, however they've got egg whites in, so this is, yeah, proven to be really difficult. Anyway, I've spent the rest of the afternoon with my good friend Sarah, and we've had a really good chat about kind of all this veganism stuff, and she was really like, yeah, I think it's really great that you're giving it a go, which was really nice to hear, because I worry a lot that a lot of people kind of like trying to catch you out and constantly trying to be like, you just ate a cake, oh, why are you trying to be vegan? I kind of thought I was going to get more of that response, and actually I've had really positive response, which has been really nice. But then we started talking about like the whole ethics of everything. We're talking about veganism in, you know, beauty and fashion, all that kind of stuff, and just everything. And we even touched on, like, you know, even our iPhone that I'm holding in my hand right now has components in it that are probably made by somebody in a sweat factory somewhere. It's just awful. It's everywhere, and it's like, when do you stop? How many changes can you make to change the world? Make it a better place. I think I'm getting much better at singing that. The vocal cords, I think, sounded quite good then. So I've forgotten what I'm saying. Right, so I just remembered the point to that, what I was just trying to say. So the saying came up, like, ignorance is bliss. Is it really? Because if you know you're being ignorant, I don't find any part of that within me as being blissful. I just think, oh, I'm just carrying on. However, we also talked about if everyone can just change something little, just something small, whether that makes an impact. And I really believe it does. I believe that it has a ripple effect and that it does make an impact. And that if we can just change the tiniest little thing within ourselves, then it can help and it can help others. And it's a little bit like standing up and saying something and doing something yourself. And it reminded me, I was just thinking about when you go on an aeroplane and they say to you that before you try and save anyone else, deal with your kids, blah, blah, put your own mask on first. Because until you can breathe, how can you help anyone else breathe? And that's just kind of, something that just came into my head whilst having a little think about it today.